Fabulous art students, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Today is all about hens and chicks. Welcome to Fabulous Wednesday. You made it, hump day. You are midway through the week. So I have some links below for one of my favorite Easter stories called Minerva Louise and the Colorful Eggs. Now this is a primary story, so if you're like a cool cat, 5th or 6th grader, you are not going to be into watching that story, and that is okay. But if you want to do the activity, you totally can. Minerva Louise is by Janet Stokey, and I have put a link to it there if you want to watch it. Maybe you've got a younger brother or sister. Maybe you want to watch it with them. Okay, so that activity, if you are in the younger grades, I have a printout of these really funny chickens running everywhere. Okay, almost has like a really French feel to it. And I'd like you to color them in lots of patterns. Okay. I am gonna put a video right here to show you what I did. But basically, I'm like you. I went home, I didn't think to bring like all my massive paints and oil pastels. And so like I have this little jar of markers of just random things that I had. And that's what I'm doing my art with. So you too can find all kinds of different things to make different kinds of lines, thick lines, thin lines, all kinds of pattern. Okay, next, 3rd grade. Now remember 3rd graders, we've been talking a lot about James Rizzi, and if you have had any classes with me, you have seen all those fun, silly buildings that the 3rd graders were building in their cities. They all had really unique faces, and they were based on an artist named James Rizzi, who was a pop artist, which is really fun to draw, and he was really good at drawing these really fun caricature birds. So I want to show you these crazy birds of his and how to draw them, and then let you have at it and color them any way you like. I'm going to have a piece of paper that you're going to do vertically on in front of you, and I'm drawing, you realize I'm drawing upside down. So you're gonna start by making a V, and I'm actually gonna do this in marker so you can see it really clearly. You're gonna draw a V, okay? Then it's almost like an ice cream cone. Kind of has this funny top to it. It has 2 nostril holes, and you can make the eyes exactly the same, or you can make one eye bigger than the other, which is kind of funny. And don't forget the pupil, okay? So there's that part. And then the body is this really kind of curved, almost a U, but it comes up to a point. Do you see that? And then it just sort of swoops as a tail. He has a little bit of feather here. Sometimes they have a little hair. You can make yours have a little bit of character. Put a little hair on the top of him. And don't forget some spindly feet, 3-toed feet. Now James Rizzi had all kinds of different things, symbols in his artwork that were pretty recognizable. You can put hearts. You can put flowers in your artwork. Again, I'm just using a black Sharpie for this, and then I'm going to color it in. But these are all inspired by James Rizzi, and he had a whole bunch of these in his murals. So I hope you have fun with that. Now you can color this any way you like. You can color it with crayon, you can paint it, you can color it with Crayola markers and paint it. Whatever you want to do, you can make these silly, fun caricature birds based on the art of James Rizzi. Now I've got one more for you. Okay, I really like the idea of using what you have at home. And gosh, I have been. I have a bunch of old magazines and things I don't want to use anymore. And so I really love collage. I like collage because it gets you really creatively looking at not only color, but shape in certain objects. And so I looked through magazines, and sometimes, you know, in this particular case, I just tore out a page and sort of tore it in the shape of a bird. Now this is pretty rudimentary, pretty basic. And then in the background, I chose to do the Zentangle thing, which I am in love with. I love the color, and I found a picture of a tower and made eyes and glued that all together. And you can even color these different Zentangled sections if you want. Or you can put it on a plain piece of paper. Here's another bird that I sort of tore out. And decorate the background any way you like. You can do a whole bunch of different colored paper and do it all in a collage. I haven't finished that one yet, but on a white paper, you see it sort of disappears. So you definitely need to put it on a colored piece of paper, okay? And you definitely need to put some sort of a background behind it. So you can do, again, this is for the upper grade. It's a little bit more skilled. You might need some help tearing paper to make it look like a bird, but you're gonna do a collage of this bird. You're gonna draw your own legs, okay? But behind it, you're going to either use little bits of torn paper that are colored, you can color a background and put him on. You can do a Zentangle background where you're doing the dots and connecting them and doing a pattern in each section, any way you like.